Hey y'all, welcome to the shop. Today's video I'm going to be replacing a light socket on a table lamp. So let's get started. So for this lamp, the light socket went bad. The old light socket I've already removed. And this thing was just chock full of liquid wire nut. It's good stuff, but damn, don't pour it in your freaking lamps, people. Good God. I had to just rip it off of there and had to pull new wire through. Here's the old wire. It was a mess. So, don't do shit like that, please. But anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Now, for this training, I already took off the old socket and went and bought a new one. Now, normally I wouldn't use a new one. I have a whole... Well, yeah, I would. This is new stuff, but it's secondhand. I have a whole box of this lamp parts, but for the purpose of today's video, since I don't expect y'all to have a shop with boxes and boxes full of junk you don't need, I went and paid 11 bucks for this light socket, three-way light socket from Home Depot, Commercial Electric. Turn knob style. Damn thing's made in China. But, yeah, pretty much everything. I like things that weren't made so far east. But anyway, I'm not racist, but y'all, if you know, you know. The first thing you want to do is remove the old socket. And that's basically the reverse of this, as long as you don't run into any trouble. And if you do, just bring it to someone like me. But anyway, typically you won't run into that. Unless you had a noob who doesn't know what they're doing, do it. Shouldn't run into any trouble like that. Now, the first thing you want to do when you get these sockets is when they come in the packaging, they're assembled. And it looks like this, except for the knob isn't on it, which I won't be using this knob anyway. I had a hell of a time getting this separated from the first part here, which is what you'll need to install it in pieces. And so there is a little thing here that says press right there next to that, and I pressed the crap out of it and it wouldn't come, so I used a flathead screwdriver. And what I did just to get it apart, just in case y'all run into this issue, because these things are on tight, it's like this. Since when my mother, who owns this lamp, will be using this, she'll be looking at this side, so I went on the back. And this is not a scratch. As you can see, that's the metal. You're looking at the cardboard underneath the metal. Leave the cardboard. Do not take out the cardboard. That is the insulation. If you take it out, you will get shocked when you plug the lamp in, because this is all metal. That cardboard is your insulation. Leave that thing in there. Get that flathead screwdriver and just push. You're going to want to hold it by this. Just push that off of there. It might go flying, but it's pretty big. You won't lose it. If it scratches it, big deal. These are inside of a lampshade. No one's going to see it. And especially, I got this one because it's prettier. It goes with the lamp better than the stupid brass one that was on it before. But most of the time, these are going to be brass. Nothing wrong with that. I really don't care either way. I'm just going above and beyond for my ma. But anyway, what I'm going to do. First, you want to put this on there. This is super simple. You leave this alone. This is your harp. Not all lamps have the harp holder here for the shade. Some lamps, the shade attaches to the socket with that little ring. Doesn't have the harp, if you don't know what I'm talking about. And the nut at the top. This one does. So you're going to just want to thread this on there. Get it down snug. You can see there's a little Phillips set screw there. Some of them are Phillips, some of them are Phillips or flat. Never seen one that was just flat, but I know they're out there. So, get your Phillips screwdriver. Just want to tighten down that little safety screw there. The little set screw just gets it on there real tight. Now, next part is, here's your other assembly. Pull this little cowl thing. I'll pull it off, leave this, except for right now because I'm installing it. Now, obviously don't do this when the damn thing's plugged in. By now you would have been shocked anyway. So Darwinism would have already worked if you didn't know what you were doing. So please don't do it with the power on. On this one, or on all of these, your gold screw is going to be for your hot. And your silver screw is going to be for your neutral. Now, it's not clearly marked on these, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be just one on one. One screw on one and one on the other. Some of them it is marked. Just want to tighten that bad boy down. Get it on tight. You have to rely on these to hold so that it doesn't short out and shock you, blow your breaker, shoot sparks, burn your house down. Make sure you don't do this half-ass, people. I've seen it before. People bring this stuff into my shop and I fix it for them, and I've seen some pretty dumb stuff over the years, so don't be that guy. We're just going to want to hook the wire like this. Make sure you always, your screw righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So when you turn the screw clockwise, it tightens. You're going to want to turn that wire, or you're going to want to put that wire in around the screw to where when you tighten that screw, it pulls the wire. When the screw's turning this way, when you're tightening it, you're going to want your wire to go up and over it, and you're going to want this in the same direction of the screw. So do it like this. Don't do it the other way. It is prone to come loose. Okay, building codes. When you're installing a light fixture, ceiling fan, outlet, light switch, you name it, building codes will require that you do the same thing in your electrical boxes. Alright, now just from the bottom here, what I do just to get it tight is just gently, even though these are tight, just pull that excess wire back into the get it lined up good. I know it's crooked as hell. Now, you're going to want to put your cardboard insulator, your cowl. They both have the slot for the switch to come through, the stud here for the knob to screw onto. So you're going to want to get it centered over that stud so it looks good. You don't want that stud going to one side in the gap here. Get it lined up good. Pop this in. Hear that pop? Did y'all hear that? I don't know if you did. Sometimes I do hit it just a little bit just to really get it on there. But when you do that, you do run the risk of bending it. This is super thin aluminum. It's on there. Now, it came with this little plastic knob. I have an antique one. I know it doesn't match the finish, but I think my mom's going to like this one much better than that plastic one. And again, the cord is polished brass, so I think that looks good to me. Better than this. I'll put this on one that I sell. Put it in my box of lamp parts. Now, this part here, y'all should already know, but it's on there now. That's on there. It's good. Put your bulb. This is not a three-way bulb. It is a three-way socket. Put your harp. Just these little flat parts on the metal fit into the grooves here. These little things sit over it so that it doesn't pop out. Alright, awesome. Alright, the shade is actually what's holding up the camera. So I'm going to plug this in and show y'all that it works. Alright. Now, the way you can tell this is a three-way socket and not a regular socket is because you click it twice when the bulb turns on and off, because this is not a three-way bulb. If this were a three-way bulb, it's going to be dim, bright, really bright, and off. But since it's a regular bulb, it's 2 clicks for off, 2 clicks for on. So anyway, put a three-way bulb in here and you'll have 3 different light settings. This is typical. Three-way bulb sockets are typical in these lamps. So that's it. 5-minute job. Literally 5 minutes. I did not pause the camera once to do that. And if I didn't shut my damn mouth, this video would be a little bit shorter. What I'm going to do now is just give it back to my mother and tell her she's good to go. So, thanks for all watching. Subscribe, and there's a lot of content on this channel for A lot of different reasons. I'm on Instagram at the DIY and Ceiling Fan channel, all lowercase, all one word. Friend my YouTube page on Facebook. It's called DIY Ceiling Fan channel. So that's pretty much it. Easy job. Hope y'all know how to do this. Stay safe. Don't get shocked. If you don't know what you're doing, send it to a pro. It ain't worth risking your house over it. So, alright. Stay tuned for more content. Subscribe, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching.